This is The Scoop for Tuesday.
I'm Lisa Marzilli with the WMNF News headlines. President Trump signed an executive order yesterday instructing federal prosecutors to pursue criminal charges against individuals who burn American flags during protests. The order tells U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi to look at cases where people burned flags and see if they can be charged with other crimes like disturbing the peace or breaking environmental law. The Supreme Court ruled 5-4 in the 1989 case Texas v. Johnson that destroying the flag is protected political expression under the First Amendment. St. Petersburg Mayor Ken Welch blasted state leaders after the Florida Department of Transportation refused the city's request to help keep 5 street murals, including a Rainbow Pride mural and a Black History Matters mural. As WMNF's Chris Young reports, Welch says the city will have a strategic, not reactionary response to the removal of the street murals.
Welch spoke at City Hall.
It is always troubling when state or federal politicians attempt to usurp our local values and priorities and instead mandate what our values should be.
Welch says the city requested an exemption to the street art removal and provided safety data on the murals. But FDOT threatened penalties that Welch says would jeopardize millions of dollars in state transportation funding.
As the mayor of our city, I will not risk these essential investments in a fight that I don't believe we can win.
When asked, he said they're not suing because they have, quote, no chance of winning in court. He encouraged people to visit the murals in the coming days and post on social media using hashtags like Our Streets, Our Voices, and Can't Erase St. Pete. The city is considering painting banners, poles, and installing new art around the city. There's no set date for the removal. Chris Young, WMNF News.
Meanwhile, Tampa officials said crews will begin removing street art at 47 locations across the city this week following recent direction from the FDOT. Officials gave the city of Tampa 2 weeks to remove the art, which includes painted crosswalks from the Crosswalks to Classrooms program and several painted intersections. District 15 Congressmember Laurel Lee held a live telephone town hall from Washington last night. As WMNF's Leah Burdick reports, some 9,600 people dialed in to hear updates on her work.
During the phone call, Lee talked about various topics ranging from her commitment for supporting service members, criminal justice reforms, and economic policies. She shared how she introduced the Supporting Military's Voter Act to ensure service members can vote no matter where they are stationed. Lee also went into depth about her participation in supporting law enforcement.
I worked on numerous good bills to do just that. I introduced the Report Act, which was signed into law, to give law enforcement more tools to investigate and prosecute online child predators.
She says she's helped with filing legislation to combat organized retail theft and support bills to increase safety in correctional institutions. Another key point she was stressing was the benefits of the One Big Beautiful Bill Act.
The One Big Beautiful Bill is landmark legislation that protects Americans from the single largest tax hike in history. Without it, the Trump tax cuts were set to expire, meaning hardworking families and job creators in Florida's 15th district would have faced devastating tax increases.
She says this bill is about protecting taxpayers from the government taking more money. Listeners did have the opportunity to ask questions at the end of her update. Questions range from agricultural concerns, hurricane relief, and alligator Alcatraz. For WMNF News, I'm Leah Burdick.
Donald Landry, former chairman of the Department of Medicine at Columbia University, was approved yesterday to serve as interim president of the University of Florida. With little comment, the UF Board of Trustees backed Landry to replace Kent Fuchs in the interim role as the Gainesville School prepares to restart a presidential search early next year. We have another soggy day ahead with mostly cloudy skies and a high of 88 and a 60% chance of rain. Partly sunny on Tuesday with a high of 92 and just a 20% rain chance. I'm Lisa Marzilli with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.